In this video, we're going to look at merging custom opportunity fields into emails. It is possible to merge opportunity field information into an email communication. So, for the context of this video, we are assuming a sales pipeline with a stage named appointment scheduled. And we're going to send an email with the opportunity's next action date and time when a prospect is moved into that stage. So specifically, we're going to look at adding a new stage move action, configuring an email to send, and then actually using those opportunity merge fields. So we're going to start by hovering over the navigation, and in the CRM column, go to Settings. And in the Sales Settings options on the left down here, we're going to go to Pipeline Automation. And using the trigger type drop down at the top of the page, select when moving from one stage to another, and click on Add Trigger. And this is going to open up a pop-up window. So in the Set Trigger Criteria section, we're going to configure it for when moving into the appointment scheduled stage. Well, specifically in this app, it's assessment schedule, but assessment appointment, same kind of thing here. What's important is that we're moving into a stage that we have scheduled an appointment. So under the Actions drop-down, we're going to go ahead and select Send an email, fax, etc. From this first drop-down, we're going to say that we're going to send an email, and now we're going to add an email template. This is going to open up a second pop-up. So in the Template Options section at the top, we want to go ahead and give this email template a meaningful name. So basically saying it's Sales Pipeline Assessment Schedule into Stage Email. And in the email section, we're going to go ahead and edit this using the drag and drop email builder here. And as of recording this video, there's a known issue where that editor will actually show up at the bottom of the screen for some reason. So in our email here, we can actually just tighten this up a little bit. There you go, make it a little nicer here. This is an email from the sales rep basically saying, hey, we've got an appointment scheduled. So we can go ahead and write an email that basically says the same thing. So hello, first name, I'm looking forward to our appointment on, and now this is where we're going to use that merge field of the next action date and time of the appointment here. Now in this particular builder here, we can insert merge fields using insert and then merge fields. And if you scroll to the bottom of this list, we have opportunity fields. And the reason we have that is because we're editing an email template from a stage move trigger. So Infusionsoft understands that context, that we're working with opportunities here. So that's why this will show up. So opportunity fields and then our next action date. And that's basically it for that particular email. And in this case, we would want to have the, the owner coming out here as opposed to the logged in signature. So there we go, since that's who the email is coming from. Obviously, you can make this a lot fancier, but the whole point is this is how we would merge opportunity information into an email. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and then close the builder, and there you go. And then we got to give ourselves a good subject line too. Something like that. Okay. The gotcha here, since this is technically a legacy template, is we have to mark this as ready to send when we're done with everything. So now we can actually mark this email template that we've just created on the fly as ready. And now, as part of this action, we can save the action itself So now moving into assessment scheduled, it's going to send this email, and then all we have to do is save this particular trigger. So now, when a sales rep moves an opportunity into that particular stage, Infusionsoft will immediately send an email merging in any inserted opportunity information from that specific opportunity record. This pipeline automation trigger will fire every time the stage move conditions are met. So in this video, every time the prospect is put into the assessment scheduled stage from some other stage, the email is going to be set. It doesn't matter where they came from. The point is we're moving into that stage. This functionality can be handy when using custom opportunity fields to store critical information about the potential sale or complex fulfillment data, because you can use custom opportunity fields for that. Now, although it won't work in all cases, keeping a low-key friendly tone for these emails can encourage a digital conversation between voice-to-voice interactions. If the emails look or sound too automated, it won't be a good experience. Now, we can also automate when somebody moves out of a pipeline stage. And this can be useful when controlling automated campaigns. For example, turning off a long-term nurture campaign when someone leaves the in long-term nurture stage. The recommended tactic is to set up a pipeline automation trigger that applies a functional tag associated with a tag goal in the long-term nurture campaign, because this is still technically legacy here. But if we want to send an email immediately merging this information, we have to use this. So I would actually not necessarily recommend setting an out of trigger here unless you need to. You can actually use a native opportunity goal inside Campaign Builder. But it's good to know that this is here. Keep in mind, someone can have multiple sales opportunities throughout the course of their lifetime. Hence, a contact record can potentially have more than one opportunity associated with it. The pipeline triggers are able to pull information from the opportunity that triggered it, no matter how many opportunities exist. This is why we cannot merge opportunity information into a campaign builder communication. The campaign builder operates at the level of contact record, and, at least as of right now, it's not able to distinguish which opportunity specifically is triggering a stage move goal. Using this method, we can also send a branded Buy Now email, because that actually is an available opportunity merge field for us. Actually, we can see it right from here. We have our Buy Now link, and then if you set an expiration date, you can even include that as well. What you see here, these are custom fields that I've configured for my own opportunity records. So you'll just see these top 7 here. There's some other cool tricks and some hidden merges that are floating around the system. For example, if we're looking at the billing automation triggers and we configure a trigger send an email, because the merge context is that of a credit card, because it's a billing automation trigger, we can actually use credit card fields. So we can give them an update link and tell them what their card is and all sorts of great stuff. So for example, credit card's going to expire soon. Here's the link to update. We also have the ability to merge in order information into invoices. Now recently Infusionsoft released the ability to collect payment on invoices here. So what I'm about to show you is only a function of legacy invoices. The good news is that you can switch back and forth between these depending on what you need. So we're here in our e-commerce settings under quotes and invoices. I'm actually going to turn this off for right now to show you this functionality. So you notice when I hit no, we now have these invoice options here. And if we want to edit the email from here, because it knows that it's an invoice, we now have merge fields for the invoice itself. So purchases made, payments due, things like that. We also have order field information and subscription fields as well. In the next video, we're going to look at automation based on lead score achievement.